So, essentially, today guys, what we're trying to do is win a duel online using this card, the Final Countdown, in which, and after 20 turns have passed, after you activate this card, counting the turn you activate this card as the first turn, you win the duel. That's how we're planning on winning today. So, let me give you a breakdown on the rest of the deck, and then we can jump straight into some duels. So today, I have for you 2 Clock Tower Prisons, which are of course to prevent myself from taking damage after 4 turns. Very useful field spell cards, and ones I have in multiple decks. We have the Different Dimension Capsule. That, along with the Gold Sarcophagus, are used to add the Final Countdown from our deck to our hand. It's basically a draw assist card to help us get the card into our hands. We also have many cards to stop us from being attacked. We have a new addition, Level Limit Area B, which changes all face-up level 4 or higher monsters to defense position. Very useful. We have Messenger of Peace. Monsters with 1500 or more attack cannot attack. During each of my standby phases, I have to pay 100 life points. Not a problem, and you'll see why in a second. We have obviously Swords of Revealing Light, prevents attack for 3 turns. We have Gravity Bind, level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack, as well as various other trap cards such as Draining Shield, Mirror Force, yada yada yada, which will stop them from attacking us. We also have Magical Stone Excavation. By discarding 2 cards, we can add 1 spell card to our hand. This is in case, for whatever reason, Final Countdown gets destroyed. We can just add it straight back into our hand and activate it again. It can also be very useful for adding any of these other cards in case they get destroyed. We have a bit of an interesting one, Wave Motion Cannon. It is the secondary theme of this stream. During your main phase, you can send this card to the graveyard to inflict 1000 damage to your opponent for each of your standby phases that have passed since this card was activated. In other words, after 8 turns have passed, I can win the duel, more or less. Deal 8000 points of damage straight up. Only disadvantage is it does stay on the field, so it is very easy to be destroyed. Another reason we have this spell card. We also have 3 Dark Bribes, which is negate any spell or trap cards that our opponent might activate. They draw a card, but that's fine because their card gets destroyed. So we have 3 of those. 2 Draining Shields, gives us life points. One of the reasons that Messenger of Peace should not be a problem. We also have Mirror Force to destroy all attacking monsters on their side of the field. We have Pyroclock of Destiny, which moves the turn forward by 1 count. Usually this is a bit of a useless card, but it is very, very good when using the Final Countdown because I can effectively move ahead by 3 turns with these cards. We have Arcana 4-0, the Fool. Can't be destroyed in battle, hence the reason we have it. We have Battle Fader to negate any battle phase and special summon a monster to the field. We have Battling Boxer, which essentially negates any direct attack we might have just taken because it brings my life points back, life point recovery, and it joins the field. We have Cure Mermaid, another card for recovering life points, as well as Dancing Fairy, 1 more card for recovering life points, as well as Golden Ladybug, another card for recovering life points. This is why, generally speaking, Messenger of Peace is not going to be a problem for us. We may be giving up 100, but we have many, many ways of recovering life points. We have Destiny Hero Diamond Dude. This card essentially is to help us activate Final Countdown, case it be in our deck, and it, just brings it quicker to the top of the deck. We have 2 Gauls, the Emissaries of Darkness. Deals a bit of damage for us, but also it can be a bit of a lifesaver if we should take direct damage while not having any cards on the field. Hopefully it won't come to that, but if it does, we have a backup. We have Magician of Faith. Target 1 spell card in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Once again, good magic recovery for the Final Countdown, as well as various other spells. Marshmallow. Can't be destroyed in battle, deals 1000 damage to them. Very useful card. And an interesting one, Satellite Cannon. Cannot be destroyed in battle with a level 7 or lower monster, and it gains 1000 attack points during each of my turns. Essentially, this, along with Wave Motion Cannon, whilst it would be cool to win with these, more than anything they serve as a distraction. They're going to focus, the opponent is going to focus more on this card, or on this card, instead of paying attention to the main threat, which is the Final Countdown. We also have 2 XYZ monsters, something a bit unusual, something we didn't have in our Exodia deck, but effectively this is useful. because it's good for negating damage. It can negating damage, negating card. A monster effect. I can negate one. I can send one XY monster. Excuse me. To the graveyard and 100 damage to them. Top of that, it can send top of their deck to the graveyard. Just a useful card to have. Plus, we have plenty of level 4 monsters that we can use to summon it. So that's the deck. That is the final countdown deck. So, without further ado, let's jump